So when I'm taking a photograph of my work here, I'm making sure that I'm not angling it down. I'm making sure I have it in here, and I'm going to zoom it in or hold it closer. You can always zoom it or crop it afterwards as well. But I want to make sure I get the whole artwork. So the dimensions of my artwork are not the same as the screen. So I'm going to line up 3 edges. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to press edit, crop, and crop my picture. I held it, so I was paying attention to the angles. So if I took a picture of it and I had my camera angled, maybe I'll angle it down. All right, so this is pretty cropped in, but you can see these edges. And if I try to crop it, it's not going to go straight across. It's going to be harder to crop it in. There we go. And I'm still going to have paper. We don't want to have that, so you want to be really careful with how you're taking it. Make sure it's centered. You also want to pay attention to the lighting. So if the light isn't on, it's going to make your picture really dark. If there is weird lighting from a different side, it could cause, I don't know if this is going to cast a shadow, but even like here, it could cast a shadow if I'm blocking some of the light. So we want to be careful of where the lighting is, the angles. So if I'm taking a portrait picture right here, like I would want to move the lighting. See how it's only on one side of my face and the other side is darker? Depending on how you want it to look, you're going to want to bring the lighting over, make sure that it's still just cropped to your face. So like here, like think about how it's filling up the space. We don't want to have a lot of background if you're trying to draw a certain object or a person. So we want it just cropped to right here. Pay attention to the angles of the face, the lighting, the angle of the camera. If you're finding a photograph, you want to make sure that you're not cropping it in too much where it's getting blurry. All right, so I took some pictures of myself. So this one, I'm looking straight ahead at the camera. It's cropped into my face. This is a good picture. I could even crop it in a little bit more, but I wanted to include the hair, and there's only this little bit of background around it. My face is directly toward the camera. I'm not showing my teeth. So this is a really good picture to start off with because there aren't like added challenges to it where taking a picture where your face is angled or if you're showing your teeth, like those are going to be more difficult to draw out because it's not going to turn out evenly. So like this side of the face will be a little bit further away. Pictures we don't want to take. So one like this, see how there's a shadow on my face? Here, I'm looking down at the screen instead of at the camera. And when you draw that out, it might end up making you look cross-eyed or not really turn out how you want it to. So we also don't want to take a picture like this. So like see how much background there is. The angle is at a weird angle. I'm looking down at the camera, the background, like you would have to draw all this different texture in there. And we're really trying to focus on the face, and this isn't showing that. So we really want to challenge ourselves like this, or if you're just starting out with portraits, your picture might end up looking like more like this. And Even if it's not you, it's of a pet, you still want to keep the same things in mind. And same for objects.